Chapter 2111. Father Adair suddenly sighed, making Tianming more or less guilty. However, he carefully observed the old man and found that there was nothing wrong with him, so he was relieved. He felt that he had almost no intention of rebelling against the old man. Even if he wanted to give up the position of Adair family patriarch to Faria, he himself did not express very strong opposition, so the old man should not doubt him. So he smiled and said respectfully, "Dad, you drink more while it's hot, and I will let the chef stew you a pot of nutrient soup in the evening to replenish your body." Mr. Adair nodded, did not speak, but ate all the bird's soup in the bowl. Seeing the old man eat up the bird's soup in the bowl, Tianming was completely relieved and sneered in his heart. Faria's life and death are unclear, and the old thing has become demented. No one in the Adair family can be an enemy of mine. Old things have always. It is the eldest son who inherited the throne. If you insist on giving me this monster moth, don't blame me for being cruel. Afterwards, he smiled and said to the old man, "Dad, you can rest for a while. I will go out and call Lucas and ask him how he is doing now." The old man nodded gently. Go. Tianming stepped out of the old man's room, did not really call Lucas immediately, but directly found one of his confidants, called him to his room, and said seriously, "From now on, keep an eye on the old man. You must tell me everything he does and what the old man said. Do you understand?" The other party nodded immediately. "Understand, the master." At this moment, Father Adair, lying on the bed, suddenly felt a headache, and the entire brain seemed to be abruptly stripped out. But soon, there was warm energy in his body that completely drove the pain away from his body. He knew very well in his heart that the headache must originate from the neurotoxin that Tianming had given him. And that warm energy is just a small amount of rejuvenation pills that he took in advance. The old man couldn't help but sigh. It seems that the rejuvenation pill really can resist all kinds of poisons, as Master said. Since it has escaped the damage of neurotoxins, the next thing to do is to pretend to be foolish for 24 hours. He must ensure that no one sees any flaws before Master returns. So he took advantage of this relatively free time and took out his mobile phone to check the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. He found that Alzheimer's disease can cause memory impairment, as well as loss of cognitive ability, language ability, and visual ability. Severe Alzheimer's disease has not only severe memory loss, but also symptoms such as incontinence, body stiffness, and hollow eyes. Seeing this, Mr. Adair secretly thought in his heart, "It seems that if I want that rebellious son to completely believe that I have become Alzheimer's, I must show symptoms of severe dementia. Only in this way can he be completely relieved." After an hour, Tianming had been paying attention to the time. Now it had been an hour and a half since the father took the medicine. It stands to reason that the effect of the medicine had already occurred. So he planned to go to the old man's room to see the situation. When he came to the door of the old man's room and pressed the doorbell, there was no response in the room. He was overjoyed, but on the surface, he pressed it again without showing off. This time, there was still no response. So he pretended to panic and said, "Come on, come on."